7:12 in the morning. I gotta go somewhere, but I gotta go there even early because there's no parking for my truck. So if you have a big truck in a large city, this video is for you. Sometimes it's not all what it's cracked up to be. You have to make sure you can go literally like almost an hour beforehand to park instead of a giant lot and then walk to your appointment. You gotta love it though, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You gotta love stop and go traffic. It's in the morning, so yeah, obviously it's gonna be just traffic, but this is the reason why I left out almost 2 hours before. I have to be somewhere at like 9. I left out like 7. I might be able to find closer parking, but like I've been to this parking lot before and I know it's like a public parking lot that people can park and it's outdoors. So just to not risk not making it, I'm gonna go to where I know there is parking for the truck. So it's a long roundabout way, but I'm just to make sure I don't miss anything, I have to go to like this particular area. So we're on the highway doing about 10 miles per hour. Okay, cool. So I just parked, heading down now. I got quite a bit of a ways to go. Oh, right across here. Crosswalk. Okay, so I have a half an hour walk. It is 8:16. See if I can get there in time. Let's keep going. Sun is definitely sunning out right now. Just got done walking back to the car. Probably like 15 more minutes left of walking. I'm gonna take as how long this walk is, even though I could have definitely parked a little bit closer. There's like street parking, but it's not for like a long period of time. Finally, someone else had the same idea I did. Oh, it's like I traveled across the seas just to get back to my car. How far of a walk was that? Let me tell you guys. 1.4 mile walk. No, that's actually not that bad. But the sun is sunning. Okay. Some other big Ram parked over here too, because you can't park anywhere else really. This bike has been in here since last weekend. It is Saturday, so I've literally just had this in the trunk of my truck for a week. That's pretty wild. Hey guys, what is up? It is a couple of days later. So let me kind of explain what happened in that last clip. So I had to go somewhere, and there's a parking ramp that I know that there is parking, but my truck couldn't fit there. And the area that we were going to was a very busy area, and I didn't know if it was going to be street parking or if I was going to be able to find parking anywhere else. So to make things the most unstressful as I possibly could, I knew a parking lot that I have gone to before, and I was just like, I know where that is. Let me just go right there. I'll park the car. It'll be fine. And then I'll make my way to where I have to go. So that was kind of like a hassle, but in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that bad, even though it was kind of a far walk. I could have actually parked closer, but but I didn't know if there was going to be parking or what the parking situation was going to be. Now, this has happened multiple times in other situations where even just driving around downtown LA and stuff like that, even when we have friends in town, trying to find parking in a truck is fairly hard. So instead of a parking ramp, definitely not going to happen. Inside of some parking lots, I remember when we went down to, I think when we went down to like one of the more touristy areas, and there was like a really small little parking lot. We were able to park in there, but then getting out was a pain in the butt because I had to back out. Basically, I had to back all the way out because I couldn't turn around or anything like that. It's a really small, tight parking lot. So you have to be wary of things like that. But I think the trade-off is still okay, if that makes sense. So I'm still at like a net positive. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys an update. What's it like driving a truck in the city? But give you guys another quick update though, too. Corvette fans out there, the C5 Corvette, we still have the battery cutoff is still on, but it's still somewhat draining the battery, just like a teeny bit. So I'm just topping it off. I am going to be getting this guy out of the garage. It needs to be washed. It's so filthy. This is like, honestly, it's kind of really, really sad how dirty the car is. I haven't really had a chance to really get this thing out, so I'm still working on it, just doing things slowly. This is going to be a more long-term project for the channel, long-term project for just everything. So I was thinking about like just giving up on it, but no, I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm not a quitter. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep doing stuff to it. It's gonna be a slow process, but we're gonna get this thing back up and running fully. I mean, it runs and drives. It's just, it hasn't really been the priority just because of we've been doing so much stuff with all of the dirt bikes and stuff like that. So, and then also there's another thing coming, which I already said inside of, if you haven't seen my 1-year review of the Ram Rebel, check that video out. But yeah, so we are officially going to get a travel trailer. So I kind of need to have room in the garage for that. So this guy is going to be parking in the driveway, running out of room. So yeah, I just want to make sure I get most of that stuff corrected. It's still trying to track down that parasitic draw. I know it's, I mean, Aussie Vibes pretty much has it. So, but it's just while it's driving though, sometimes I'm having like a low voltage reading or something like that. I don't think it's the alternator. I mean, I could just replace the alternator just to be safe, but this honestly looks like it's fairly new. I don't really think it's the alternator, but challenging thing to do, but I don't think it's even necessary on my situation because it's not, well, I was going to say it doesn't happen while it's driving, but sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I think really what everyone's saying, if there's any type of electrical issues, it can throw everything off. So I don't really think it's the charging. I think it's just something else. It could be just being grounded somewhere. I've gone through so many times trying to find, but I can't really find anything. So we'll see. But that's all of that. That'll be coming up in like another video when I get this thing back up and running. I'll give you guys a really good update on that. But yeah, I just want to give you guys my thoughts on driving a big truck in the city. But if you haven't seen my 1-year review on the Ram Rebel, check this video out right here. It was a really fun time filming that video. We got to get the dirt bikes out, got to take the Ram Rebel out to the desert, really have some fun with that thing. Check this video out. It was really good and really informative. And we'll see you guys in the next one.